Here's the second newest clock I've gotten that I hinted at when I did my video on this little baby grandfather clock. If this looks familiar, well, you've probably been watching my channel since I first started collecting, because this is another model of a Seth Thomas Cottage clock that I found at the same antique mall I picked the first one up at the same price. Go figure. That wasn't the proper use of go figure, but I don't care. I'm not starting the recording over. Here's the key that I stole from the other Seth Thomas. And I don't know if that glass is original, if they just want you to stare at the swinging pendulum rod, but that pendulum rod is correct because it does keep time, relatively. The movement has a few little issues, but that's typical for an antique mall find. I'll let you hear it. Not very loud at all. I think it's just the gong assembly. The gong is a replacement, and it's held together in two parts. You have this brass ring here, and then the actual gong itself. It might be a replacement, it might not be. See how, like, on this, it's built in? On this gong? Yeah. So that's what leads me to believe this is a replacement gong, which is why it's probably really quiet. But hey, less noise for me to have to deal with, right? It's nice and mellow. You could probably sleep with this in your room if you're a light sleeper. It's very quiet, but it's still very nice. I did try to actually take the movement out of this clock and put it in the old case, but that didn't work out too well. If I'm feeling adventurous, maybe I'll try again, but I think for now I'm just gonna keep it in this one. And the time is 21:16, so I'm going to set it accordingly. And there we go. It's nice to have another Cottage clock that actually works. I'll let you see the inside now. Here's the inside of the Seth Thomas Cottage clock, the new one. Or, well, the working one. This one actually has a recoil escapement rather than a deadbeat escapement. This pallet assembly could be a replacement one. This could be the one that it came with, or it could be the other way around. And this one is a replacement, and this is the original it came with. Which, it's hard to say, but I would assume a 30-hour clock would use an anchor escapement of the recoil variant, because my 30-hour Gilbert uses an anchor as well. But it's not impossible that it could use a strip pallet deadbeat like this one. Note the horrifically large spring on the old Seth Thomas's time side. Someone went in here, replaced this, and was not thinking right. But that doesn't matter now because I've got this one, which works most of the time. It does need a few bushings, as all really old American clocks sold outside of clock shops seem to do need bushings. You may have heard just there that it kind of fell out of beat for a second. I think that might be either the bushings that are worn, or because it needs the escape teeth corrected, but of course I can't do that. My guess is that they're not uniform anymore. Just over the years of use, they became ununiform. It has been keeping relatively okay time, though. So there's that. Let you watch the count wheel. Did something just fall? It was just an old screw. Yeah, I'll just leave it there. See, this movement is out because I actually tried to put this movement in the old case I had, but it didn't work out too well because I'm kind of dumb. There's the dial. Oh. Ugh, gosh, it's so flaky. But here's the back. This appears to be the original dial because it's got that hump. I don't know what you call it. The arch. I don't know what you call that correctly. So that's pretty much it. I'll catch you later.